So a lot of us realize that ADHD affects our relationships, but I don't think many people realize to the extent that ADHD can have such an impact on your relationship. Being in a relationship with an ADHD partner can be exciting, it can be fun, it can be entertaining, but for the non-ADHD partner, it can be really frustrating. And us ADHDers can watch as our relationships go from incredible highs to the verge of breakup and beyond. And that can lead people to bounce from one relationship to another one. So in this video, I'm going to talk about ADHD in relationships and the impact that it can have, and some really crucial advice to help your relationship really thrive. So if you're new here, my name's Chris. I'm a creator with ADHD, and I help fellow busy brains learn the tools to finally get shit done. So ADHD has obviously a huge impact in every aspect of our life, and the impact on relationships has a knock-on effect. For example, we can zone out and get completely distracted. We can fail to follow through on things that we say that we're going to do for our partners. We can start a project and lose interest very quickly. We can be very disorganized and untidy, and this can make the non-ADHD partner feel like a parent in the relationship. We can be super impulsive and our finances can take a massive impact, or we can make big decisions without discussing it. And it can be a struggle to really communicate. And if you think about all of these aspects together, the struggle with prioritization, organization, execution, our emotions, communication difficulties because we can't formulate our thoughts properly. And if you think about all of these things together and how ADHD can lead to breakups very easily. So when you think about the start of a relationship and how the non-ADHD partner see these glimpses of our big talents, the fun side of us, the exciting side of us, the problem-solving side of us, and they can see that potential. But because of the ADHD, we can fall into inconsistency and we can start to fail at multiple things. And then when things fail, then we really ultimately have to rely on our good communication skills to help get through with the partner. But if our communication is weakened and our emotions are impacted and we get triggered, then things can break down super quickly. And it has a massively negative impact on relationships. And then ultimately partners can lose trust in us because of that inconsistency. And then as an ADHD, because of our struggle with organization and prioritization, it can be difficult for us to know really which part to fix. We know we need to fix something, but it can be difficult. So we can scrabble around trying to figure out exactly what we need to fix first and where to go and what to do. What can we do as an ADHD to make sure that relationships aren't going off track? So I think the most important thing is to be honest with yourself. So many times ADHDers can get super excited about something and we can have big dreams, but ultimately we need to start being more realistic about what things we're able to do and what is just hopeful, excited thinking. Again, this isn't about not following your dreams, not wanting to do big things with your life, but it's important to make sure that we're actually pausing and taking the time to go, what realistically can I do? What am I going to follow through with before we make promises? So we need to learn to under-promise and over-deliver. It's not about making sure that we're not just chasing the dopamine high of seeing when your partner gets excited when you make a new promise. You promise a new car or a vacation in the summer. Don't pretend that you're perfect. Remember, ADHD can be an explanation for not following through on promises, but it should never be used as an excuse. Making sure that we are following through on the things that we're promising as well as the things that we're actually starting. And the good thing about this is that when you do follow through, this means that you're not going to get nagged. Your partner doesn't want to feel like a parent. So it's important, the more that we follow through, the more that we under-promise and over-deliver, the less that we're going to have somebody constantly on our back trying to give that external pressure to make sure that something just gets done. The second crucial point for ADHD in relationships is making sure that you're setting expectations with your partner. You know, your partner needs and deserves to know exactly what to expect. What does the relationship look like? Who is in charge of what? Where are the milestones? How are you going to track goals together? It's really important to make sure that you're externalizing exactly what you are capable of, what you will be doing, what you're willing to do, and checking in on all of these, making sure that you're tracking milestones and goals along the way. Which brings me on to the next point. Make sure that you involve your partner every step of the way. After all, this is a partnership. So knowing each other and what strengths and knowing what each other brings to the relationship means that you're able to work together in a better partnership. You know, in every relationship, there's going to be strengths and weaknesses of each partner. And knowing those within yourself and talking about it with your partner and involving them will help you both get through every situation and get towards your goals together. Because ultimately you know who is responsible for what, and it means that you'll be able to learn to lean on each other. And more importantly, your partner will learn that they'll be able to rely on you to know exactly what you are in charge of and what you are responsible for. And the last point is to make sure that you practice communication skills. They obviously say that communication is the key to a healthy relationship, but so many of us know that conceptually, but never actually do anything about it. So it's really important to not just learn, but practice these communication skills. And I know that communication can be difficult with ADHD. We can lose focus in conversations, but despite it being difficult, it is crucial to learn. In fact, the fact that it's difficult means that it's even more important that you actually take the time to do something about it. But remember that all relationships have challenges, and ADHD relationships just have a different set of challenges to other relationships. It's no worse or better than any other type of relationship. It's just different challenges. So if you want to learn more ADHD tools that I work with all of my ultra normal members, if you want to be one of them and help build yourself a thriving ADHD life for yourself too, then join me on my free Focus Bootcamp, where I show you the system that's helped me and other members learn to thrive with their ADHD. So let me know in the comments below, what challenges do you have with ADHD in relationships? And what are some tips that you found really helpful? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you again for watching this video. And with that, I will see you in the next one.